I'm Officer Bailey Meyer with the Elk River Police Department. I've been on the department for about 8 months and I'm a patrol officer. And the reason I wanted to be a police officer was because every time I dealt with law enforcement growing up, it made me feel really comfortable and they helped me deal with situations that I couldn't necessarily deal with on my own. I just always looked up to them. And then when I got older and decided what I wanted to do for a career, I thought that helping people get through their tough times would be a pretty cool job. I like the calls that I go to where we can actually come up with a solution to make someone's life a little bit better, a little bit easier, just depending on whatever they're dealing with. And I also enjoy the calls where I learn something new, which is pretty much every call. What surprised me the most, or has surprised me the most, is probably just how close everybody is and how supportive everyone is, like especially in field training. Obviously everyone wants you to succeed, of course, and the sense of humor that everyone has is pretty great also. Right now I'm really happy just being on patrol, but in the future I would like to become a field training officer. I really look up to my FTOs that I had, and they all helped me a lot and are the reason why I've made it here. So I think that would be pretty cool to be a part of training new officers or people who are transferring from other departments, just so we can kind of show them how Elk River does it. But also in the future, after when I maybe move on from patrol, I would like to work as a school resource officer. My go-to snack is probably always something that has to do with cheese. Cheese curds and barbecue chips is probably my main go-to. When I was very new, the hardest thing was probably geography. The city's pretty big, 44 square miles, so that's a lot to learn. You always need to know where you're going, but I spent a lot of time on my days off driving around the city, getting to know the city. And also I'd say probably elements of the crime, learning what type of crime you have, what are the crimes that we mainly deal with, and learning what you need to have each of those things and the right questions that you need to ask, to a victim, a suspect, a witness. I feel like all of my favorite memories are probably just in roll call, like when the shifts are together, because sometimes when you don't work on the same shift as other people, you don't always see them or don't see them often. So I don't have a specific memory, but just a lot of laughs in roll call.